Okay.
Where's my thingy? There it is. Nope. We are. Have to do the reply to it. We are
Oh.
live. There we go. I'm only gonna do it in like 2 or 3 of them. I'm not that crazy, and I'm not gonna do it in all of them because that's just like too many. We are live. Sweet. All right. Awesome.
Singles.
There we go. I did it in 2. I don't know. It's like it's whatever. So I
That's more than enough.
yeah, I did it in the important ones. I did it in the final round Discord, and I did it in the main court. So we'll just go from there. So. All right. So as chat comes in, I guess like I don't know. I have to page over real quick. Whoop. All right, we are good live wise. Awesome. So since you're crushing of the Boar's Hat game TMNT case event, yeah, I guess like because like we're kind of just gonna bullshit right now while people come in and then we'll intro and stuff. So like, have you
Yeah.
been playing lately since that, or you just been back to Flesh and Blood?
I've been back to Flesh and Blood.
Yeah.
There's a deck that Super Slam pre-release just happened on Friday.
Oh, that's
so,
right. That's right.
We went to that and Tam pulled crazy pulls, and I got actually like one okay card, and I was like, damn, this is a game I want to play more.
Yeah.
So he's over here like, I got cold foil this, I got rainbow foil that, and I'm like, I got a rock.
Like, you asshole! This is supposed to be my time. It's my time.
That's what I'm saying. But I've been like discussing, I guess, UniVersus.
Yeah.
And still, so I guess that's like the one thing I've been doing still since then.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm still in conversation about it.
That's good. That's good because I know like you've been kind of meh about it lately. So and then you just come and kick everyone's ass, and then you're just like, okay, man, we're all good.
They keep making aggro decks for me. I'll keep kicking people's ass.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's just been kind of weird because even like locally here, it's like people are playing like not the same stuff as like people have been switching some stuff up, like just because the meta is kind of stale-ish because it's that weird period where like we know content, like previews are coming out, and like the last set was kind of meh, and everyone's excited for like a new keyword and all this stuff, and it just ends up being like this weird lull that it's tough to play at locals if you're in a lull like that, right? Like it's just like, well, I kind of guess I could just roll out the same deck for the 10th time or whatever, and
right,
and then like even for a content creation, like we'll get into this later, but like it's hard to be a content creator in this period of time. Like I would say preview season and like the weeks leading up to preview season's really hard as a content creator because just like how many times can you roll out a deck profile for a meta that's not going to matter in like 2 weeks, like especially with go ahead, I knew you were going to say something, so go ahead.
No, yeah, and also with like the meta's been stagnant too. When's the last time we had a ban list or an errata list?
True.
Like
been
months.
Well,
and I think it's also feeling a little stagnant.
Technically, we had one on the 2nd of September, but it didn't do anything, so you are correct.
Oh, that was a functional.
Yeah, technically, we pushed my glasses up. Technically, Rebby, like
Definitely.
yeah, like I know, like I was gonna do something where like because Brett put out a video today about is Godzilla too much. I haven't watched it yet because I wanted to do reactionary content on it. So I was just like, maybe I'll just watch it and then react to it and just actually be like, holy shit, Brett's right. For the first time in ever, Brett's actually correct, So it'd just be kind of...
He's going to clip that just to have...
Oh, yeah, you will. Oh, yeah, I know. And I'm surprised, like, no one's clipped the fact that I'm just like, okay, maybe rap isn't that bad, or, stuff like that, But as people... Godzilla too much? Answer no. That's because you're pro Godzilla, man. You're on the opposite side of the fence, Jace. That's we agree to disagree. But as chat kind of trickles in, I got Rebby Lynn here of Final Round Gaming. We are Obama-ing medal on Obama-ing tonight, and we're gonna be chit-chatting about like just some news, and then we got Webcam Warriors Third Strike that happened this past weekend. We're gonna go over some deck lists. And then we're gonna pop into the real reason why I wanted Ribby on is that she started a new content section in her channel. She has interview content, and we're gonna talk about why interview content is important in our game, and along with deck profiles and preview season and all that. Like, we're gonna talk about interview content. So, so I guess like
I'm pumped.
I guess we could kind of just get into the week in our. Like, we talked a little bit, you've been playing Flesh and Blood a lot, and ever since the Devil Jin reveal party, you know, like, you had the Super Slam pre-release. Why don't you tell people who don't know about Flesh and Blood what the Super Slam pre-release was? Because I kind of know, because you guys talked about it before when you were at my house, so.
Yeah. So Flesh and Blood has a new, oh my gosh. Flesh and Blood has a new set called Super Slam, and it's kind of like a take on wrestling kind of thing. And there's guardians that throw big attacks for like once per turn, and they're huge and hard to dominate over. And then there's as well brutes who also throw crazy hard attacks. And you get them all together, and they're like revered, like the good guys, the reviled, the bad guys, and the crowd cheers and boos, and you get stuff off of that, which is really, really flavorful, and I really like it. I play Pleiades, which is one of the revered guardians.
Okay.
And man, I didn't pull enough cards to be playing her.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna play her anyway.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And then Tough Nut, one of the brute, the revered brute, just like slammed through me. I played 2 of them, and I went, I can't do this
anymore. Yeah.
I decked out every time. I couldn't block anymore because they use the top of their deck to pitch for a resource.
Oh, okay.
Because they're a 3-hander.
Cool. Awesome.
Cooler.
Because I know, like, when you guys came in, and that was one thing that Tam had pitched to me about, do you want to learn Flesh and Blood? Because, you know, he also he dabbles in a bunch of games. I see the cat. Cat's going to attack you. You better watch out. It's fun. Actually, I had a good time playing it. I had a good time playing Flesh and Blood and learning how to play it. And it's actually, like, very akin to UniVersus, to where it's kind of more free flowing because you don't have like a progressive difficulty. Hey, Iggy. You know, and you just kind of just play the game instead of having to worry about control checks. You're just like, well, I can empty my hand out, but then I can't do anything. And it's a really cool, like, not like a resource base, but it's, hey, Mel, it's just kind of neat, like, the way the game flows, because you can be kind of defensive, but you can also be very aggressive. And the character that I was playing, I forget her name, but she was like this Ira. She was super cool, and she was like a ninja, but she was like a basic ninja, because she was just like, I'm just gonna kill you with one sword, almost like a samurai. But she had this really cool gameplay loop that I really dug, and you guys said that she was just like a starter deck, and I'm just like,
yeah,
that's super sick. Like, are all like a lot of the starter decks kind of like that in Flesh and Blood, where they're just kind of like, they have a really sick gameplay loop, and you just kind of have to, like, you know, are all the decks like that, like where it's just kind of easy to pick up and learn, or is the game a little more nuanced?
I think the game does a really good job of, like, when you get your armory deck or if you pick up a blitz deck, the strategy is super simplified in those, and really to the point. Like the Ira one was like, I want to do this over and over and over. Like Gravy Bones wants to play a bunch of allies and use them to attack and like kill you with his allies versus him attacking you. And Pleiades just got one, so she has a Guardian one. There's going to be an Assassin one coming out.
Oh, cool.
Aurora, she has Living Legend, which is the retro of UniVersus. But she has one too. And, like, you get more specialized cards for your characters. You get more support for your characters in those. And they don't always come out when the character releases. They come out later. Like Ira came out 5 years later.
That's so weird.
So she got support 5 years later. She got a full structured deck. Which I really like. And now they're putting how to plays in the actual box. Too,
so that's good. That's good. So moving a little bit towards more UniVersus stuff. Like we in the news, I guess we can go over some news real quick. We had Guilty Gear preview start today. Did you catch? I know you saw Snuggy's video, right? Or did you?
Yes.
Okay. I did not watch it. I'm a filthy. I looked at Scream Grabs, and I have not watched Snuggy's video yet, which I will go back and watch it, and then leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. I will do all that stuff. But what did you think of Saul Bad Guy? Like, what was your opinion on him?
I think he's cool. I think he's pretty. I think he has the opportunity to be like a really cool aggro deck. Especially with like his ultra rare, just says, "Hey, I want to play 1,000,000 attacks and then punish my opponent later on in the kill string for that." Makes me think of like bullet punches, which makes me like really excited. Just play 1,000,000 bullet punches because you get momentum off of him. So off of some of his other cards. So I was like, ooh, actually.
I really dug that, like his static, which I actually it could be problematic, but I doubt it. But he gives any attack tension. So, like, you don't have to, you can play, like, older attacks or non-Guilty Gear attacks in him, right? Which is super cool. And, you know me, I'm a huge Aaron 4 lover, and I love Swarm by Titans. And, like, Swarm by Titans, like, fits, like, for 4 months, he's going crazy, Decoy Duplicate and Broken Psyche stuff. Oh, yeah, please. Yes, I'll do it all day. That's cool. Like, it gives you some defense. I agree with that, Jace. It's pretty sick. I like it that he has that, that built in. Well, I'm just gonna get a momentum no matter what. Or sorry, Roman cancel a Roman cancel token that can act like momentum, like instantly, like he's online. He doesn't need to have a tension attack. He can just play any old attack. Like Determined Advance technically gets him 2 momentum, which is pretty. If you think about it, it's just kind of wild, that's right?
Spooky.
Right? Like he's like, cool. I get my Roman cancel token and a momentum, so all my abilities are online. Like all the Roman cancel abilities are online. Like instantly with that card in him, which is super cool. And then not to mention the check bonus, because he's an aggressive character, which is funny because I was trolling people on Discord saying, well, I think his check bonus only works to circle fire symbols, not squared, not squared fire symbols. Well, actually, they're different shapes, so they're both the same fire symbol. But it's just really funny to troll people with that. But
it's a question someone's gonna have. They're gonna be like, "Well, this is a square.
Yeah.
How do I do it?"
Exactly. You know that's where like the anti-attuned brigade will be like, "Well, we shouldn't have different symbols." You know, there's an argument to it, right? There's an argument that it's a little confusing for newer players. So you kind of have to pick a lane, I guess, is what they're trying to say. Like you either go attuned or you don't go attuned. And go ahead.
No, no, you're so good. I was gonna pull up the cards that got previewed with them because I was thinking of like one of them.
Oh, go for it. Yeah,
I was thinking of. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I just didn't want to share any of the cards on stream because I want them to go watch Snuggy's video. So I'm not sharing. Yeah. So I'm not stealing views from Snuggy. So go watch them, people.
No, the Foundation.
Oh yeah.
I think that one's crazy. I think about like Aaron, your Aaron, and then I think about like Godzilla. I think about Devil Jin. Then I get kind of like when I think about Devil Jin with that card. So.
It's kind of like what's that inspiring song on crack? You know, it's like it
is.
You know, it is costed nicely though, as a sacrifice. It is costed very nice, right? So, and I think that that's going to be a card that's. Oh, also I want to mention too. I believe all the cards were primary symbols, right? They were all circle symbols on the cards shown today. I don't remember.
No, there was.
Was there one attuned card?
There was one attuned card.
Okay. Let me pull them up
only one of them was.
I don't want to. What was it? One of them was attuned. Oh yeah, it was the common or whatever. The uncommon, the spell, uncommon. Which is super cool because Jester has an instant momentum spell now.
I'm so pumped for her.
Like, I think Jester gamers are back. Like they're back. Like there's a, and if it's not blocked, like your next check to play a card gets +1, which is really cool. Thank you, Jace. I appreciate you. I think it's sick. I am more excited if you compared me now to where I was at this time. Did people who like Jester ever leave? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Cameron's been here the whole time.
He's been here the whole time. Like if you compare me now at this point to where you compared me to like TMNT previews, it's like a huge 180. Like I love everything about this set so far that I've seen. Like sure, Godzilla this, Godzilla that, but like, I think this set's going to be sick. Like, it's exciting to see like this stuff.
Well, already spice in 3 cards, right?
Yeah.
We're already like, everyone's brewing again. Everyone's going, wait a minute, I could do this and this and that. And it just wasn't happening with TMNT. Everyone went, oh, okay, cool preview. Anyway. And we noticed it as creators too.
Yeah. Like, when I previewed Raph, there was such a drop-off of people talking about him. Like, right after my reveal video, like, there's still people talking about these cards in Discords, right? Like, it's like people are super excited about this. And not to mention, Soul Bad Guy's a warrior, so he can use Marley's warriors. I found that out like less than an hour ago. And I was just like, correct.
We're using keywords from other. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
I'm super excited to like see what else they have pulled out, because I believe Tamarin's tomorrow. I believe.
Yes, Tamarin is tomorrow.
Okay, and he's kind of leaked a little bit of stuff, a little in his thumbnail. There's if you dig deep enough, you can find some stuff, right? Like, but I'm excited for that one. Like, that's a cool character. It's a cool looking character art wise, and I do. Like, I know, like TMNT's art style wasn't for everybody. Like, the cards didn't look like UniVersus cards, but these cards look like UniVersus cards now. And
oh yeah,
we're so back, baby. We're so back.
We're so back. I was looking at the character art and I was like, Jesus, it's beautiful. It looks so good.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the alts, which are, I believe, like the alts. Wait, does the character? The tokens have the character alts, right? Or is it the other way around? All characters have the token on the back, or is it the alts are different?
I think it's the alts characters have the token on the
back. Okay. All right.
I think, I think all the characters have the token on the back, but the alts, don't they make like a 9x9?
They make like a 9x9? Yeah, which I was talking in the content creator Discord that way back in the day, there was trading, like Marvel had trading card sets, and there was an X-Men trading card set, and there was a 9x9 of the X-Men in the Danger Room fighting like Danger Room stuff, like they were training. It was super cool. It was very cool. I wish I could find it. I have no idea where it's at. It's somewhere in the house, but it's super sick. Like, because it's kind of neat collecting things like that, and then like you can frame it, and it looks like a real cool piece of art. So we'll see what it looks like when it comes out. So, yeah. Also, I believe I'm not a Twitter person. Are you a Twitter person?
No, I'm not either.
You're not either, because I know. But I know. Go ahead.
I think we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah, so we talking
UniVersus news.
Yeah,
right?
UniVersus news, correct? Because I was gonna say if you're actually on Twitter, because I'm not, because I have to get everything from secondhand news because they don't post on Blue Sky enough. So because that's where I'm at. I'm on.
I got
there.
it off of Instagram.
You got it off of Instagram. Oh, Instagram. Okay. They previewed it wasn't a playmat or something. It was just a key art of something, right? Yeah,
it was a key art where like all the characters are kind of like blurred out by the light.
Okay, and
then
chat said it's Lady Cha from Solo Leveling. Man, let us build up to it, man. Come on, stop spoiling it, chat. Stop spoiling it. But yeah, I guess it's I guess that we're gonna have a second Solo Leveling set. It looks like maybe.
I bet it's a set. Just like, I don't know, just like why would you do all that for like a challenger deck? And also, Solo Leveling was already a challenger deck.
Correct.
We have 2 seasons of the anime to work off of.
Yeah.
So, fingers crossed. And it looks like, for sure, the anime.
Yeah, okay. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because it's Crunchyroll.
Because I know a lot of people were saying that Union Arena also has Solo Leveling in the anime, so I don't know. I don't know how licensing works, so I'm not going to presume to know. Don't care. So I'm excited because Solo Leveling's cool, and I think that it needed more, I don't know, just more XP cards, more other things, and definitely a lot. So I'm really with you. Do you hope it's a booster set, or do you think it's going to be a Blitz box?
I feel a booster set would be fine. I think they're doing a lot of experimentation right now with like Roman Cancel. If we do more XP cards, that would be cool as well. Just like more background going on for these characters to try and enhance and flavor them, I think is really cool. So I'm hoping a full set. It wouldn't be a blister set.
The one thing I really want is I would want Sung Jin Woo to have necromantic backups because he can bring those he can bring those ghosts or what the shadow things. You know, I've only seen the first season,
Yeah.
so the shadow guys he can bring them back from the discard pile or something for like a cost or something. Obviously, because we don't get anything for free in this game. You know, figure it out. But I think that would be cool. Like he can rebuild his backups after they died. You know, that'd be kind of cool. I don't know. It'd be flavorful, right? What's up, Arshan? But yeah, I think that's super sick. I know like people had been trying to like screen wipe the image down because I think Snuggy did that. Like he went into the picture code and like pulled off like the bright white, and so just you could see like the 4 faces, so you could tell who they were. Nothing for free. Be quiet. You still have to play the combo. Nothing. Mal was saying nothing for free. Triple M would like a word. I'm like, you have to play the card to get the card, right?
I have to check a 5 on equipment heist.
Correct.
It's not free.
Correct. And then you have to hope your rival doesn't have Driven for Retribution in their stage, because then you're gonna lose that. That's also a thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Imagine if they had been smart enough not to tie Roman cancel to tension. Tension's such a good generic keyword. Yeah, that's true. But no, it will never be seen again. I don't know. Like, we could see tension, like if kind of like what's that inevitable clash card from the Trigun decks where they're staring at each other like a face-off, you know? Like if you have 2 characters about to do battle, that's tension. That's a tension-esque type scene. You can just slap.
It couldn't be a blitz. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
but then people will be like, "What do you mean? What's the difference between response and blitz tension?"
Yeah. And like, I don't know. We'll see. We might see it again, because I think we might see Drive again. But again, I don't know if we will. But maybe in a Street Fighter set. So maybe they shouldn't. You think it'd be ICYMI specific? Yeah, you guys are probably right. I'm just hoping beyond hope. It literally adds a Roman cancel token. Yeah. I get it. I mean, you could say other things like Marvel vs. Capcom exists, man. We could have different mechanics and other IPs. Crossing
like
fingers.
Chris Hope.
Let me hope, man. Let me hope for my Ghost in the Shell set. Let me hope for all that. You know, come on, man. Jesus. So I think that's like the big news is that solo leveling's coming back. So we know like Godzilla, right? We know solo leveling, something solo leveling's coming. Is there anything else that like there might be a Critical Role second set, I should say. Maybe your Challenger deck, people are prognosticating because the Fern and the Dorian still aren't legal. So
yeah, I wonder, but I don't know if I'm so keen on them getting another set.
Yeah.
I hope we do, but I don't know if I'm on that bandwagon yet. I wonder if we're exploring more avenues still and being like, oh, we want to add more IPs to this game.
Yeah.
And shoving a few more things in, which makes me excited yet nervous.
I don't want a 2026 set. I want a 2027 set for it.
That'd be good.
So like the Challenger decks would have rotated, so you bring in a new product to go with the first set, right? But I know like some people in chat on Discords have said that we're probably getting all non-new IPs next year. It's the guess. It's guessing, you know, like they don't know anything for sure, but I don't know. I would like to see a Street Fighter 6 set, to be honest. I would like that. I would like a Tekken 8 set, you know, like I think that would be cool.
Double Jin support?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you could get, you know, June and Jin and Double Jin and Paul Phoenix and all of them, right? Like you get all that support for all those characters, which would be super cool.
Yeah.
So we should get into the Webcam Warriors thing.
I didn't get to play.
Yeah.
And I did not get to watch.
Okay.
Actually, fortunately, it was my godson's 7th birthday.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I went to a skate land with him.
I mean, skating's cool. I'm down. I mean, I'm
bad
at it.
Skate
I'm
at
bad
all.
at skating.
Oh.
I
break a bone and I'll be in a hospital.
I was going to sign up, and then I saw there was 32 players and it was full because I had nothing to really do on that Saturday, so I was just gonna play and it signed up, but I didn't sign up in time. Oh well, you know. but they completely filled the event at 32 players, and which is cool, because before we get into the list, I kind of want to touch base. Like, I'm on one side of webcam fence. Like, I'm the bad guy. I don't think webcam play, official play, should exist. Where do you sit on that?
I think it's hard with official play because it's really hard to like actually see board state, see representation. So that's where I get a little like iffy about like official events. Until we have something like Spell Table where you can highlight, they code it where you can highlight over and see what a card is, or things like that, that it can like fight through like the barrier of access. Also, not being able to easy access public information like discard piles.
Yeah.
And having your opponent at your way like show you, and they could hide a card if they really wanted to. I'm kind of also kind of like, I don't know if I'm a fan of it for official play, but I think it's really important for like accessibility. To even just like have online locals or online like non-tournament, like huge tournament like regional events.
Because like that, think that like when the game relaunched in MHA1 was right like towards the end of, if you want to call it the end of the pandemic, it was kind of the endish of the pandemic in a way, right? Like, you know, in-person events were happening, not as often, but they were starting to happen. They had like, they filled out online provisionals, and they had regionals, and granted, whatever happened in certain things with certain individuals. We're not going to get into that, but I do think there is like, some people are adamant that online play, whether it be like official play, or I think community play is okay because there's really nothing official on the line, like world's points, or you know, regional prizing, or you know, money or whatnot, right? But like a community ran event, I think that's fine. I don't know. I've always been. I hate webcam play. I think it's.
I do too.
I think it's hard to it's dependent on your internet connection, your rival's internet connection, your rival's camera, and there need to be, hey man, you kind of have to be a bro, and you kind of have to tell me everything that I ask you about your stage, because you know, like you have to be able to tell your rival what's in your stage, and sometimes you just can't see it because you know, either people have their camera way up on high, or they may have it perfect, but then like their internet connection sucks because there's a storm rolling through. Maybe their internet connection just sucks, and it's just like, I get it for accessibility, but sometimes, man, you just gotta cut the cord sometimes, and I think that's why UVS Games did, is that it's just like it became too much of a hassle. To send out pricing, to staff it, to do all that. And I know I'm going to get flamed in comments and stuff, but I just think that official webcam should not exist. Community, like the whole Ace, I believe Ace Maneuver, Sam Tate, is carrying community webcam events on his back. I know David and Tam were doing one for a while, but I think Sam's been the real at the forefront of it, really just hammering home like, hey, we're going to get giant. Like they had like over $2,000 in pricing for this. Like they had a full case. They had like a case and a half of Guilty Gear to give away, a Dark Tournament box to give away. They gave away like so much stuff this last weekend, and they had a really great turnout. And I did turn in to watch some of it, and there were some. I know Rival Stage Gaming did all the production. There were some hiccups, some drop connections and stuff like that, because you know it's Discord, and Discord sucks when you have like 10 people in a channel. You know, if they're all trying to stream or talk or whatnot. But it was good. Like what I watched, I had a good time watching it. I thought Sam, and a real standout was Ryan Kogod on commentary. He did really well. Like it was his first time commentary. And boo, flame, hiss, vitriol. Okay, thanks, buddy. I love you. I think that was great. I think his first time going into the commentary sphere was great. He did very well. I did give him crap, though, that his background was completely black. Like, he had no light. He said that his power went out, like, a few days prior, and he had not had a chance to get his LEDs set up. And so I was like, okay, you get one, man, like Spider-Man. Everybody gets one. So I told him he had to fix that. He had to fix that up. But yeah, it was really good. we'll get into the list in a second. We had Gavin Kale over River Cook. It was Porco versus Pony in finals. It was
Ooh.
super exciting. It wasn't like 15 minutes like you thought it would be. The game actually took some time, and one of my standouts for it was River playing Pony on defense, because you always hear Pony offense, offense, offense.
Hmm.
Because Tam did this to me at Worlds. He played it just popped into my brain when me and Tam played at Worlds last year. Uh, Pony's defense is really sneaky.
It
It's
is.
very sneaky. As someone who gets to see Tam's Pony a lot, would you like to talk about that sneaky defense?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest ones I think that sideswipes everybody is Berserker Bite.
Mm.
Holy
Hmm.
Jesus, you're just like right there, like, oh, I got this crazy string. That's all I can do, and then you go,
Yeah.
+1 difficulty. Good luck, and then you go, hold on, my whole turn has changed.
Hmm.
Just the minus speed that she gives on her face, being able to manipulate her horn counters that way as
Yeah.
well, zone changing, and I think Tam is one of the best defense players I've ever seen in my life. I
Yeah.
think he can make a deck extend and string out as long
Mhm.
as he can defense wise.
Mm.
He was doing that with Donatello at the case of it. I
Yeah.
just watched him like
Yeah. Yeah.
not die, and I was like, dude, what is happening?
Playing out of his mind like he has to. Donnie only's got 23 health. These seven-handers, ooh, they get two-tapped by Godzilla sometimes, and you get like the fear of God in you. You never want to die ever again. That like you bring up the zone change part. Like I thought I had Tam dead to rights, and he's like, "I'll change the zone full block," and I was like, "Oh my god, I forgot about that." And River did that multiple times where they gave
Wow.
it like -2 speed, and then they changed the zone, and like you saw River just pile through counters defensively, which in the final. They're playing not to die. Like they're trying to survive to get to one more turn, and the one more turn came, and I think they drew like 9 cards and saw no
Wow.
attacks, and it was just like holy shit. And then Porco's gonna Porco if you give Porco enough time, and Gavin
Yeah.
Gavin got there and Porcoed and just had a tremendous tournament. And I'm gonna pull up the Porco list here real quick. So nothing really crazy. I didn't know he had a single copy of Desperate Slash in the deck. I think that's kind of cool. Just to mill more cards. I don't remember what the rest of Desperate Slash does because I'm a bad content creator and I don't remember every card. But I want to say this weekend was the Lust for Battle showcase. Lust for Battle is a 1/5. When it hits the discard pile, you can remove it for -1 to your rival's check, and it doesn't end the combat phase if they fail the check, right? That card came in clutch for Gavin so much in finals, and he's just like ancillary -1 to check, -1 to check, and it was just straight up like wild on how they could defend with barrier shield enough, and then had dark wards and loss of conscious. Everyone hates this card. Loss of consciousness, just randomly sniping your best foundation, either offensively or defensively, just as a just a
Yeah.
normal thing. And I can't speak enough about activate the coordinate in the sideboard, especially in a Zeke Hanji meta where you're going to see backups. Like that card is crazy if you can play it as your first move, and then you can start on your fourth move. You can pick it back up and save it for the next turn, or replay it and burn them more, which helps you takes care of some backups. And Ryan made a comment. It's like, I'm just looking for Marley's Warriors, man. Once Marley's Warriors hits that table, it's go time. And he wasn't wrong. Like he really wasn't.
No, yeah.
Like I haven't played it. I played against a Porco once, and it was okay. I was playing Rodon, so I was able to block a little bit, and then I just died because Porco does like 10 attacks after you block 4 times. So, but yeah, anything stand out for you in this list at all?
I'm really interested to see enough talk in here. Just being able to get cards out of your deck and then just kind of like doing the raft thing where you just kind of rip through them. It has big stats on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Along with Porco makes it good. I think a lot of this reminds me a lot of like what Porco has been.
Yeah.
With a little bit of fine tuning, forcing surrenders being really good, especially with like the surprise of like any water decks like Leatherhead or anything
Oh,
like
sure.
that, just kind of like coming in and going for you.
Mm-hmm.
And like Airy Smiles, things
Yeah.
like that,
Mm-hmm.
that like even Air Pony would play.
Yeah.
But the deck is super tight and high
Yeah.
tuned, and I'm glad to see Hero's Upbringing in the sideboard. I think Porco needs that card against like a Rodan or something like that. Just needs that like wall.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. I think that if you're on Hero's Upbringing symbols, you should slam 2 in your board instantly. I really do. Like that card can just shut down a rival. Like it shuts their character off. Like Godzilla uses his check twice. Boom. Or let's say Pony uses the discard thing or whatever. Boom. And it doesn't have to be on the character. It could be on any card in there, and it could be on the card pool. It's any ability twice. Like they could say they have Earthbreaker in their card pool, and they go respond, get a damage, slam Hero's Upbringing, their turn's over on their first attack. And it's just, I think it's a very underplayed card. I just think it's a lot of people see it as it's super heavily costed. You have to stack a foundation to play it. And then, but it also seals all cards and card pools and momentum. So if like your rival's playing a throw or whatnot, and you have another copy of Hero's Upbringing in your discard pile, you can just yeet it and seal all the cards. You can seal that throw or shift attack or whatever. That's kind of like the weird end of it. But like more often than not, you're trying to steal your rival's character based off of them stat pumping. I know Mal played Jamie. You're gonna hit that button a million times to get +3/+3, right? And you're just like, no. You don't get to do that anymore, So it's totally crazy. Like that card's super good, and it's too bad it hasn't really seen a lot of play that it's rotating after the first set of next year. We still got 4 months or 5 months or however long, but I don't know. Like if these Guilty Gear characters are as crazy or are as repeatable abilities like Saul Bad Guy, Hero's Upbringing stonks. Right? Like, I mean, people should be playing it anyways because it shuts Rodan down, it shuts Pony down, it shuts Porco down, it shuts all these characters that just spam stuff, so because everyone likes pushing buttons, so.
Yeah, people get lost in the sauce.
I mean, it happens to me a lot too. I'm just hitting buttons left and right, like, ooh, Next up, we got River Cook on Pony. River has been playing Earth Pony forever. They have not swapped over to the air symbol like Tam said everyone should, because Tam is a big proponent on the air symbol Pony. I think the main thing about this deck, it's Earthbreaker and Dragon Strike are the 2 big things for this deck. Just because you have you get a little bit of foundation control that, sure, you get Vast Hybrid Chimera Kraken, right, in Air Pony, but with like Earthbreaker, you just get to stun 2, and then if it hits, like you get massive amounts of damage bonuses off of that card because you're Pony. And then Dragon Strike just on play flips a thing, right? Like blocking or just playing it as an attack. It just deals with a problem foundation.
Yeah, and I remember I talked to River about it too. I was like, what is holding you back from like actually doing Air Pony? And he said there's just so many cards in Earth that are just like really vital staples, I think, in Pony, that Pony needs this defense that Air can sometimes not be able to support and hold on to. And so like he got me thinking, and then he shows me like Hiroshima's Assistance, Incredible Display. Air Pony loses Incredible Display.
Yeah.
And there's just so many other things that like you're like, oh, this is a lot more defense on this side. So I get why he does it.
Yeah, like where all the good attacks are mostly on the high zone. I know Zach's gonna blow me up about his low Godzilla deck. It's whatever. That deck doesn't exist. No one plays Godzilla all lows except for him. It's okay. Being able to bring back Pro Hero 10 over and over again is so huge, right? Like, it's really good into the mirror, for one. Like, you could just return, like, you see Zeke decks just picking up 0 lows and 1 highs all day. And that's, like, their main defense is, like, Incredible Display. And I've really been on this really, like, I'm trying to, like, I don't know what the word is, but I'm trying to plan out a video where it's talking about layered defense, and you have decks. The decks that do very, very well have like this layered defensive plan. Like they're not just sitting on filled with doubt and moment of normalcy, right? Like there's decks that just do that, right? They're like, well, I'll block. I know I'm gonna get. I know I'm gonna get some hate from a teammate. I'll do my government mandated one block a turn, and if you can kill me, you can. If then I'll kill you next turn. Like sometimes that just doesn't work, and people can.
Wow.
They're gonna be like, you're just gonna block one thing. Okay, fine, man. I'll full send into you, even if you block one thing sometimes and kill you. Or you're going to block that one thing. I'm just going to build out and defend against you, and then you may not have a plan against that. Sure, Godzilla different because he can nuke the board and start over and yada, yada, yada. So, but it's nice having layers to your defense. Like you have speed resets, damage resets, attack seals, like attack removals. And I have a video coming out later this week it's like an Atlanta regional prep video that talks about how to deal with certain videos. And it's kind of like my Louisville one that I just basically ripped 75% from because it's pretty much the same meta as Louisville. So which is good or bad about our game, I guess. I don't know. But like seeing like Defendant Pageant Queen and Aaron sidestep, moment of normalcy, filled with doubt in the board, referee jury, and all that. It's really nice to see like those defensive layers to a deck because I'm a mid-range player. I love defense. I don't like turn 2, turn 3 aggro like yourself. I know you love it. You love the aggro decks, but I would say that I don't know, defense reigns supreme in my house. But yeah, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a place. And I remember back last year at Atlanta, I played Ryukyu for regional, and it really taught me like the value of defense. And like Ryukyu's very aggro, Ryukyu could kill you in 2, but what do you do when you can't kill them in 2? And it really became, how do I learn how to create defense out of characters that have no defense?
Yeah.
And it's really hard for like characters I'm playing right now, like Devil Jin or like Raph, where they almost have little to none. Yeah. Because of the way the deck is set up currently. And it's like, oh god, this is terrifying. And you really have to be, all right, I gotta meticulously now block this government mandated one. Which one matters the most,
correct.
Right?
Yeah. Like, and the thing is too, it's like Devil Jin used to have really good defense. Like he would just bring in Aerial Goblin Bolt and be like, okay, man, I'll just bring an Aerial Goblin Bolt, do something. I cancel your character or whatever. But like things have changed, which is really weird too because I looked through some of the lists and I do not remember seeing an equipment heist deck this weekend, at all. At least that I remember. I don't know. I didn't look at all the lists because I only got sent top 8, and so equipment heist, if it was played, did not make top 8, which is kind of wild.
They were playing Devil Jin probably.
That's also true. A little side tangent too is a lot of the decks. I don't know. Like Deku isn't very aggressive. I would say webcam usually tends to lead aggressive, but we had 2 Dekus in top 8. We had a Zeke Warchief in top 8, right? Like
yeah.
Those aren't highly. Granted, they didn't win, but they still made top 8. But like, do you think webcam lends itself to that? Do you believe in that it leads itself to more aggressive style decks at all?
Yeah, of course. I think you lose a lot, as we said earlier. You lose a lot not being able to like fully interact with your opponent's stage and see full board state. And defense decks really rely and grasp onto that.
Sure.
And when you lose these moments, I think about the Tamron Cardwell Justin Birch moment where there was a hidden foundation and Tam had no idea.
Okay.
Crash Out is clipped.
Yeah.
It's probably the most viewed clip now because I watch it all the time.
Okay.
You lose representation, right?
Yeah.
When you're not in front of someone, you can't see everything.
Yeah.
And I think that's why these defensive decks kind of fall short sometimes. I mean, I can't say anything. Tam won with Asui 3 back in the last webcam regional.
Younger Toguro days. Yeah.
Those days, those are crazy days.
That was only like a year and a half ago, roughly. Which is really
a year and a half ago. It feels like
which is crazy, right?
5 years ago.
Yeah, it feels so long. It feels just so long. So moving on into 3rd place, we had Keenan Meadows. Sorry for the clip, guys. I had to like screenshot these off my phone because he played Hanji Zoe 2, which is hilarious, which is awesome because I was looking for a Hanji 2 list just like last week, and so now I just get to rip this. Um, he played Resurrected Titans. He played a giant Titan package, and
Yeah.
he played everyone's biggest enemy, 9 Titans, throughout the ages. But it was it was like almost akin. Hey, what's up? What's up, Cadium? This deck made my brain hurt, but was very fun to play. It looks amazing. I'm ripping this, and I'm playing this at locals because I love this character. I don't know. For some reason, I think my favorite character in AOT is Hanji. I have a Hanji 1 build. I want to build Hanji 2. Hanji 3, I grabbed from Jeremy Ray. It's a 76 card pile of cards. I have to figure out what I want to do with it, but it looks amazing. You get to play like 15 attacks a turn. That's fucking cool. But yeah, like he also has Heroes Upbringing in his main board. Let us know about Heroes Upbringing. I want to know all about it, Cadium. There we go again. Like this card is, I wouldn't say it's meta defining, but I do say it can be game breaking to your rival, right? To have shut down.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I think. Okay, it still has loss of consciousness, risky gamble, arrogant fighters, Deku plus Deviljin. Yeah, that makes sense. We gotta not die. Very facts. I do like the Luna Ring in this character, just because you're yeeting foundations anyways, so you're just gonna ramp that up, right? You're just gonna, don't bully my devil. You're getting bullied right now. But like the deck looks like it's kind of almost akin to like the Kevin Broberg deck that won Worlds, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool that he took the deck and iterated on it a step further. And what's surprising to me is he had no massive mutant machine in the deck, right? Like she seems like to be a prime candidate, but he's also not playing unflip kicked, so. This is a spiritual successor? Okay, sure. All right, cool. Awesome. What are your thoughts on it?
With this deck?
Yeah.
This
It's hard to see it, I know, because the print's so tiny. Yeah. It's just...
No, I think this deck is a lot. Wow. I see like there's so many cool things happening with the list. And I think it's like, it looks super aggressive, and I think that's also why I got so far. Is I've seen Keenan's there's a Burt 2 list that Keenan took to Louisville, I think.
Correct.
And Paul Butler played it against me, and I was like, Jesus, this is insane. And this is giving me that same energy of just angry.
Well, Keenan, what's funny is though, Keenan used to be, like, I always knew Keenan as like a control-y type guy back in the old days, and now he's just like flipped the script, and he just wants to beat all the kids to death now. He just wants to smack the children in the back of the head, right? Like, you should have killed them on turn 2, but you forgot how Lust of Battle works. Yeah, I remember you saying that in your DMs to me, yeah. But like, I really dig this list. I love female Titan attacks. You're 35 and need bathroom breaks and lunch breaks for sure. Taco truck decks for the win nowadays. I love the 9 Titans female Titan attacks. Like interaction, like you get to ready 9 Titans again and get to, you could 2-tap people with it. Like you just use it on your first move and then you slam this and do it again. I do think something that people, because I had this question last week with Andrew. I want to pose it to you. Do you think people forget about the old characters and just like to play the new shiny things all the time?
Yes and no. I think that with every set, I think even me, I go back at characters that I used to really enjoy and go, what can you do?
Sure.
But I don't get too far enough into it to get to testing, which might be where my like a lot of people get to is, I don't think so. I'm not going to try. And then we give up. Yeah. And then you come into like people like Travis Tangeman came into an event with Shin Nemoto and just like ran through everybody because it was a combo no one thought of.
Yeah.
And went, oh, you're right. But typically I think people are very big. Oh, shiny. I want shiny. Unless they're like a die-hard, I only want to play this character type of person. Yeah. But I think a lot of people go back. There's not enough people go back and look through everything.
True. I did say this in my Atlanta prep video. There's not enough time to test everything. There just isn't.
No.
Like no, unless unless your job is to play UVS all day, looking at a guy who made top 8, Will Howard, who is a UVS employee because he got to play in this event because he was able to because it was a community run event. His job is to play UVS all day. He he can't even play every matchup because he has to work, sleep, kids, job, all this stuff. You almost have to pick and choose what you want to focus in on. Like, I'm playing this deck. I guess I'm just going to focus in on my worst matchup and just get good at that, right? Because your deck's good into everything else or whatever not, so. Mm-hmm. All right, moving on to the big cat, Josie on Byakko. This deck, for lack of a better word, this deck kind of fucked. I'm not a big Byakko fan, but what he was doing with Byakko was crazy. He had ensnaring roots in the deck, which is a critical role card that says, I believe, you discard a card, your rival flips something, and then if you discard, if your rival has X amount flips, you draw a card. So basically, it became a 4-diff cantrip on him in Byakko. If you could look it up, I don't know if you're looking it up because you have 2 screens and I don't. It'd be awesome. But double hammer fist, he would loop overhead hammer fist with airship. Like, you can't block it. Oh. So I'm gonna play another move, pick it up, and you can't block it anyway. So I'm gonna kill you with overhead hammer fist. It was crazy. Go ahead.
I get why Ensnaring Roots is good. It's the first one's a little hard on Byakko. Okay. Discard a card, your rival flips a foundation, but it also has, if your rival has 3 or more face downs, draw a card.
Oh yeah,
that makes him a 6 cantrip.
Yeah, it makes him a 6. Oh, it's a 4-diff cantrip after turn 2 on the character. Yeah. Especially with how many flip costs there are just in general. Like, easy. That's easy money in that character. Beast summonings. I thought Father's Sin was a cool play in this. It gives him a little spam. It gives him a little way to fill his discard pile. So it's 5 cards into the discard pile and a possible draw, which was really good. Normal stuff, massive size, thunderous roar, dangerous hybrid. Capture the target was really cool because he isn't playing like giant attacks. He's playing like 4 diffs, except for like Dragon Strike. The rest of them are all 4 diffs. So very neat. I don't know if he ever brought in Tiger Scream at all, but I do love the meme. If he just had it in there for the lulz, because I don't know if he actually ever played it, because I'm not sure. It'd be super sick if he did. I do think people need to play Web of Blades more. And I think that should have been in his main, but I figured look, it's a very, very it's not a tight list. It's like that's 65, 67, it's like 71 cards. So, but I do like Web of Blades main board in most decks just because people love to reduce speed in a character like this, or even damage reduce, and it does save you a little bit of points of damage, but
Yeah, and this deck is really big on draw. That's crazy. Because Big Appetite lets you draw.
Correct.
And then you discard only if you have bigger hand size than your opponent, which you won't. So, unless you're fighting the TMNT.
Correct. But no one's playing that guy at all. So, No.
So you're safe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like what it's doing. I think adding Dragon Strike is really cool because it's really selective too. And man, that's cool. It's a tight. I say tight for Byakko.
For Byakko, correct. Yeah.
You're milling a million cards, but 71 is very tight. But this deck, you can see exactly what it wants to do.
I know he's played Byakko in a few other events, so he's maybe like this is like his 8th or 9th version of the deck, right? Like, it's just he's just ready to go. Like I know our Lord and Savior team leader Jacob Masur loves himself some big cat, so maybe he'd find himself, so a little inspiration on, hey, I'm gonna military airship referee jury on defense. I'm just gonna pick up double overhead hammer fist multiple times and just crush you to death. It's super cool. Yeah. So that is 4th place. 5th place was Will Howard on Zeke Warchief. It looks like Wub Chief to me. Like
that's Wub Chief.
It's Wub Chief, man. And I know Will said this is to quote. I know it's just Zeke, and I told him no one just doesn't Zeke, Will. You just don't Zeke. You just don't just Zeke. You live the War Chief. And he was like, Yeah, but it's kind of boring though. I'm like, but it's good. Sometimes just boring and solid is just good enough to get there, right? And he got into top 8 with it. Again, you see Harness Undeaths, Resurrected Titans, all the good stuff. I don't know if he did any of his own spice because I didn't ask him at all. But I don't know if Wub played Undercover Infiltration in his version. Maybe he valued the Deadlock on that a little more. Um, we have to maybe find out one day when I have Wub on take 10. I don't know, but one day.
This looks like a Wub list. Like reading through it, it looks a lot because Travis played Wub's list.
Yeah.
And this looks a lot like what I played against. At the case tournament.
Okay. We love Harness Undeath. I want to play a deck with Harness Undeath, but I think I'm playing Annie instead of and not War Chief. So, because I want to make them for a kabillion damage. But yeah, congratulations to Will getting to play in an event. He never gets to play in events. I know all the UVS guys love these community events because they actually get to play in them because they can't play in official events. So that's another reason why we need more community events. But make them in person. And yeah, but not every set like we do, unfortunately. Moving on, we have Andrew on Hanji 1. This is a Titan pile Hanji. It's a little different. Like I am a believer that she does not need it. Like you just run 4 Beast Titan attacks, 4 Falling Titans, 4 Barrages, and 4 Unyieldings, and you're fine. I don't know. Like, oh wait, this was Andrew. I know Corey played a Hanji 1 list in this event too. I guess he didn't do as well. But it really looks like the basic bread and butter Hanji 1, just with Titan pile on it.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I don't see anything that's really speaking out to me that's different.
I do know that your Meshi's Perseverance was something that I haven't seen in one once. I think that's a little bit of a different spice. And then in the sideboard, the Power of Love. I cancel your cancel is very cool in a deck that, like, if someone wants to cancel Falling Titans, you just cancel their cancel, and then you get to Falling Titans, right? That's pretty cool. I don't know, like, Wild Wild Pussycats is kind of neat because it fills your hand back up. I love Driven by Retribution. That's, like, my favorite card in Standard right now for Foundations. That says you don't lose to Equipment Heist if you draw it on turn 1. It says your 9 Titans get pulled into your card pool. And you don't get momentum, like it's a very, very good piece. I think it's just there might be some decks out there that can't utilize it due to the fire symbol. Ryu, I play that in Ryu. I played it in Hanji. Like if I had the fire symbol on my character, I'm playing no less than 3 in my deck. Like it's that important of a card right now in Standard because it hits everything except for starting characters, obviously. But like it hits everything. The one thing I would love to see in this, I don't know. Let's see. Is it a fire deck? I guess it is a fire deck. He could play Heroes Upbringing. And
yeah.
And like the biggest thing that the Hanji matchup you kind of need is Pony could sometimes overrun you. Porco could sometimes overrun you because the amount of attacks they get to play. It doesn't matter if you DR the first one; they're going to play 10 more. And they may just all be coming to your face, and then you can't do anything about it. Heroes Upbringing allows you to stop them from going, well, I'm going to go buck wild on you. So, in my opinion, I think that's something that probably should have been in the board. Maybe except for, maybe they didn't value that as much. So, I don't know, in my opinion.
Yeah, looking at it, I think there's a couple things that I wish would have been, like Heroes Upbringing in the sideboard, because, scary enough, Frantic Rescue is a little bit of a dangerous card against like Porco or Devil Jin. The people playing teaming, that card actually helps them later in the string, which I learned at my case tournament is...
That's wild.
Oh, you just made my teaming a 10 diff. Okay, well, I have 4 cards in my card pool attacks.
Yeah.
It's a 2.
It's a 2.
2, 3, 4, 5. All right,
like,
yeah.
Ugh, that's so gross. That's sick. That's so gross. But yeah, like, congratulations. This is really cool. Like it was neat to see multiple backup decks. I know people poo-poo on backup decks and stuff like that. And I know I'm a big backup deck hater, but I play one because I don't like the backup card type because I think it's broken. But anywho, we saw 2 of those. But I believe the last 2 decks are the exact same character, but different symbols. Um, we had Elijah on a water Deku 6 on Transformer Deku, whatever was it? Quirks Unleashed, Midori on the move, that guy. He's only playing 12 attacks. 12 attacks. Like I get it. Like you play massive defense. It looks like Wingnut Sabotage was the way he killed people because you have to have response speed hate or what you have to do stuff on response speed. You don't get to play any enhances. But like 12, that's wild. That's like
Wow.
That's like Kanan winning championship days. How old that is. That many attacks in a deck is. That's old. Like that's pre-Jasco type stuff where people were playing 12 attacks in decks and trying to kill people. But Water's a really neat card, a neat symbol because he also gets Hero's Upbringing. I see that in the board. That's my first thing.
Yeah.
He gets Eyes of the Tiger, which is really cool. He gets Team Dr. Ichigaki, which the good symbol Deku gets, but the air symbol lacks that. It lacks the Team Dr. Ichigaki. But I guess you get Tattered Costume, so it's a little bit of a trade-off. You get to cancel keyword or an action card instead of being able to cancel anything.
Yeah.
The trade-off is you get to draw, I guess, but then you get more varied on that. Cheerleaders are really good. Weapon Clash to outbuild. I love a Sun's Love. It makes him an 8-hander if your rival takes a momentum.
Yeah.
He basically built the deck from scraps he had laying around, and I don't think he had owns Phantom Threats. Oh, cool. This makes that deck even cooler then.
Yeah, this deck is way cooler now that I know that, like, they just didn't have
didn't have stuff. So, like, yeah, so basically he would just play defense and then load up and just murder people. So, Jawjammer is a throw, so that just got super huge, and it was just an instant kill. I assume against some people who weren't playing throw hate. Just load up 15/15 on a 20 it's a 20 damage throw, so have fun. And then the last Midoriya was Mitchell Chimino, my buddy, on air, on his tried and true air Deku list that he did not change a card from Toronto. He placed 10th in Toronto and got 8th in this one. So he's moving up. So he's moving. Yeah, I was gonna say he got progress. So that's what we look for. It's just a tried and true Deku air list. He's playing 16 attacks, which I think is a little better than just 12 because 12's rough. Like if you check a lot of your attacks, you're just not winning, right? Like that's just rough. Yeah, it's the same deck he played in Toronto. There isn't a whole lot to say about it other than the fact that like I don't think he's ever going to come off a Deku until someone like Jiro comes back around. So, yeah. He loves sticking with the deck for months and years. So, yeah, I still don't ever want to face Mitchell playing Deku 6 because he knows everything about the deck. So, but yeah, so congratulations. All you guys got like 1 million boxes of Guilty Gear.
You did.
Which is wild how much sponsorship they had for it. So, I'm going to close out this slide, and then when we're going to now transition into it's Rebby time. It's Rebby talk now. We're going to talk about Rebby's new segment on her show, and then talk about some other things. Cool, awesome. So, why? So Rebby has a new piece of content. It's called UniVersus Unplugged. Episode 2 just came out last week. You had Paul Butler on. You had Paul Casagrande.
I've only had Pauls.
You've only had Pauls so far. So if your name is Paul, hit Rebby up so we can go 3 for 3. Okay, 3 for 3, baby. What was the fruition? What was the thought process behind you starting this new piece of content?
Yeah, so when I absorb any UniVersus content, I find a lot of it can be filtered, a lot of it can be kind of non-informative. It's like Yap Talk, which I love Yap Talk.
That's what we're doing now.
Exactly, and I love Yap Talk.
Yeah.
And I just like got to the point where I was like, well, what does this inform a new person? What if I was new and like I didn't know these things, but I want blunt, honest opinions? And then I was like, how cool would it be to like have some like a little area for these people to come in, watch this, get honest, unfiltered opinions about these things that are happening, like new players, judges, why am I not the best player yet,
Mm-hmm.
content creation, all of these things, and really diving into it. Why do teams matter? Do they matter, and how much do they matter in this game? And really taking experiences from other people and letting them like share a spotlight.
Okay.
And really exhibit all this information to me, and I give them a draft outline. I'm like, hey, this is what we're going to talk about, but I want you to take the stage. So then I do my little whoa, and then I just let them go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, free content, baby.
Yeah.
No, I love having everyone. But I think it creates really important topics that aren't discussed enough. And I thought both Pauls really hit it home when they really got into like, it's not sunshine and rainbows, but here's the good things that are happening.
Sure.
Here are the things we wish were better.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the whole point is. I don't like sugar-coated everything. I want something with a little bit of spice and pizzazz at the company, right?
Yeah.
A little, hey, do better, man.
You like a little grit to your content, huh? You like a little,
That's
you like
right,
a little grime,
a little
grit and
bit.
grime, huh? A little bit of grit and grime. Yeah, I think that's. I still haven't finished the Casa Grande episode because you guys showed up right in the middle of it, and we remember, I paused it at a very, very funny spot where you're like,
Oh,
my
yeah.
face looks weird, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, I just paused it. You guys showed up, I couldn't help it. So, but I need to watch the Paul Butler episode too because actually I'm on vacation next week, so I think I may just binge a lot of UniVersus content. And I prefer watching your content because I like your content a lot. It's very real. It's very natural, and I do believe that there is a space for unfiltered opinions. And I do think, yeah, we do as creators in the content creation program for UVS games, we are held to a certain standard, but we're not held to the standard where we have to be like, oh yeah, everything's great. Like, we can be honest, right? Like, and I would assume they appreciate the honesty as long as it's constructive, right? Because there's a point where you have constructive criticism and you have constructive content, especially if someone's given their unfiltered opinion, but you don't want them to be like, well, this sucks and this is bad and they're terrible, and you just don't personally attack people. You have to also present facts and some, for lack of a better term, data. Like, if you bring them, hey man, this is why I like, we kind of had talked about this when Sam gave me all the deck lists. Like, they were on Ultra, they were just screenshots. Thank you, Sam, I appreciate you for getting me all the deck lists. This is why I love doing UGN list. As bad as cardio is, when they get scraped, when MetaVersus scrapes the site and just puts everything possible on that data, all those data points, that's when cardio is okay. But unfortunately, there is a bad side to it because their website breaks every like 3 days, you know. But yeah, like I like, so you wanted unfiltered opinions, and there's obviously a space for it. Like, I think we'll get into the next kind of topic we were going to talk about, is that interview content in our game. Like, it's needed, I believe, like having like a Take 10 or UniVersus Unplugged. And I think that it's kind of weird because, like, as content creators, we're kind of public faces, but there are people who aren't that public. Like, you had Paul Casagrande on his first episode, on your first episode, right? And and oh boy, did I just hit a sub? Thank you for subbing, whoever subbed. Sorry, it was just I'm 75% way completed. You stupid things. Sorry, misinformation. Like, Paul isn't, like, he even says, like, I'm not really known. I'm a judge guy, you know, like, people don't know who all the judges are. Like, you know that, like, you know when they're at the event, right? But, like, you don't get to know Paul the person. And I think that's something that needs to be said. So go ahead and riff off of what I just said, because I know I'm trying to pass the buck to you right now. So.
No, you're so good. And you're right. It's so important
Jacob.
that there's these faces that are really important, really evident to our game and to our cause. Do have a voice and are known and recognized. And that's where I kind of get into it, is like, man, there's all these really cool topics that, like, no one talks about, but I'm not a subject matter expert. Hell no. I'm gonna go find someone that knows everything about this thing, and we're gonna talk about it. And then I get to peg these questions that I have, and I get to interpret myself as a new player and be like, well, what about this? What about that? And I get to formulate it into these questions for these people, and we go through them slowly, and we take about an hour to go through them and really talk about everything, because I think the lack of being a smaller card game, there's a lack of information.
Yeah.
And the lack of information can be detrimental
Sure.
to any new player experience. I think, like, me coming into this game 3 years ago, I was terrified to ask anything and do anything.
Yeah.
And I just want to create platforms that show people aren't scary and people are welcoming and open here, and we are real and honest. And that's I love UniVersus as a game. Do not get me wrong. But I think there needs to be honesty. I can't always sugarcoat everything with this game.
Yeah.
I think if you do, you are not truly representing everything, and you're not a true advocate for the game. If you pretend everything's fine constantly, you're not an advocate. You aren't looking out for what's best. I want what's best for the game. And if that means creating a podcast that asks the game to get better, I'm gonna do it.
Hell yeah.
I'm so
because like when like I used my I guess my Take 10 is just a way to hang out with people, like, and I don't know, like, I have some questions for him, and I think that it was my original vision for it was I'm gonna pull unknowns as much as I can and get people to know them, so people can be like, because it's cool going to an event and be like, hey, I haven't seen you in forever, I know who you are, or, you know, we haven't seen Rebby in a while, where's she been at, or, you know, or like, you know, because everyone knows Tam, you know, he's like a mainstay, like he's never leaving, he's forever UniVersus, so you know, and like everyone knows who Jacob is, you know, and like, you know, the boys Zach and Josh, people knew, you know, it's like, but like Paul Butler's a newer player, but he's just got into content just in the last year, and you know, like, you know, like, it's just pulling up people. I guess like one thing that Tam like usually says, I'm using Tam as like he's carrying me through this episode. Easy. He's carrying me through this episode tonight. Praise be Tam Cardwell. Rising tide raise all ships, right? Like, yeah, high tides raise all ships. Correct. Yes, and like having pulling other content creators on, pulling other community members on to make people, like, I had Danny on from CWC, I had Austin on from CWC. Like, I'm gonna have Paul Baker, not Paul Butler, Paul Baker on. He's one of my locals that I don't think people know who Paul is, but Paul is one of the coolest people I've ever met in my entire life, and I think people should get to know him. And like, I had Andrew on last week because I wanted to have Andrew on, because Andrew is as much as he hates this, he's still a mainstay in the community. He may not play the game, but he's still in the community, and people love the man, right? And people get to, you know, check in with people, and it's good to check in with your friends every now and then, because you know, it's just being a good friend. Yeah. Your
interviews give such like a wide spread of like who people are, and that's why I really like them. It's like, man, we're gonna have a genuine conversation, and we're gonna shoot the shit for an hour, and we're gonna talk and have fun and laugh, and I'm gonna really know these people, so that way when the viewer, goes and meets these people, oh, I know you were on Take 10. Whoa. And then I'm not as scared to sit across the table from these people, and I know all this.
Because like with your content, that you get this, you get an even deeper like understanding of who the person is, because you are like, I have 10 questions. You're just having a conversation with them, right? Like, you're just like, you just let people ride. Like, you just riff, you just go the entire time, right? And you just let people explain who they are, what they do, and just, you delve into topics that they're interested in. And I force my will on everybody. That's me. So, yeah. But who do you have this week? Can you let that leak? Or are you going to save that?
As long as he confirms it's still yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be my first non-Paul.
Oh, baby.
It's going to be Kevin Broberg.
You're going to get the champ himself? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
If you want, I'll give you guys a sneak peek of what the episode name is.
What is it? Is it Brobergs per minute?
It is. I'm pulling it up as we speak so I don't miss talk. It's called Why Am I Not a World Champion?
That's because I'm not as good as Kevin Broberg. That's why I'm not. That's why I'm not a world champion.
I'm gonna make this man tell me all about his UniVersus career, and you're all gonna watch it at Rebby Lynn on Friday.
I'm down. I like. If there's one, there's one person. There's a few people in this game that I just like listening to talk. Kevin Broberg is one of them. Tim Keefe is another one. Like those two are my goats, right? Like those guys are the go-tos, and they have such storied careers, and they're so mindful about the game, and it's just I don't know. It's cool listening to them talk because they talk at you not to belittle you, but they talk to you to make you better, right? To open up like things Tim and Kevin have said have like changed my perspective on how I look at things, and it just ends up being better in the long run. So I'm super excited for that one. That's going to be great. I'm very excited.
Yeah. That one's going to be good. I know what the next couple of episodes I think are going to be pretty spicy, actually.
Hell yeah. So that's cool. We like that.
I'm going to have Jordan Lemons on.
Okay.
Gonna get that guy talking because he is one of the biggest people I know that has zero access to this game other than online.
Oh,
so
that's
I'm
facts. Yeah.
Make him talk about accessibility.
Okay, that's cool. We like that. Here I am shitting on webcam.
I'll be like, do you guys see Chris Smith talk shit the other week?
I mean, it's fair. Hey, I can eat crow when I eat crow. I can accept when I'm wrong. It's part of growing and being an adult. But like, I think more. I would like to see more content creators do something like that, what we're doing, like interview content style. I know Brett over at UKVersus has done it a little bit. He's done a few interviews with people. I know Tam's interviewed Jeremy Ray. He's done some interview stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's just a really neat space for the community to learn about other people in the community. And it's just that we're all just people too. And, you know, it's just, I don't know. It's a big happy family sometimes, but not all the time, but sometimes, I guess, right? Like any family.
Yeah, I mean, you can't have growth if you don't know who anybody is.
Correct. Yeah.
And when the content's just always, my name's Chris Smith and here's a deck profile, but then you do take 10s where you're like, I'm Chris Smith, but here's Paul Baker.
Yeah.
And you get to see this, and it's like, hey, I'm Rebby Lynn, here's my video. Well, here I'm Rebby Lynn, but here's Kevin Broberg.
Yeah.
I bet you, if you're a new player, you don't know who Kevin is. Let me tell you who Kevin is. I'm not gonna assume any formality that you know who this guy sitting like all across the video from me is.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna treat everything as such.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that when players or when I hear someone go, man, I played against this person, I was so scared. I'm like, why? It's just that person. And they're like, well, because they're good. And I'm like, yeah, but you're playing the game too, so you're good too. Like, you're there for a reason. You like the game.
Yeah, you're there for the same thing.
You've got the same thing. Everyone's there to win, and there can only be one. Like the Highlander, Immortal Highlander, there can only be one. But the only point is like as long as you take those losses and grow from them. I think that's one thing that we can say as a community is that this may be the highest entry to learn game, but like when you get to that point where you hit that apex and you're on the, well, I've plateaued and I've learned how to play the game, and then you start getting better at it, and you just keep going, and you hit that point, it becomes so rewarding as a game, and then like you even grow like with friends as you play your friends in the game. Like you become better friends through the game, and that's something I always liked about this game is that the community's so tight knit that way. So
well, and then also, guys, you have to remember that if you're good at this game, it makes other games easier. Man, other games are a walk in a park compared to this game. You go, oh, I understand this. And Paul was talking to me about it. He's like, I play Lorcana, and it makes me go, whoa, I understand Lorcana.
Yeah.
It gives you so much. It's so rewarding. And if the feel goods are feel goods, but the feel bads are feel bads just because of how intense, like, it's higher stakes. It feels like you're way more invested.
Yep. You know, we're all not playing for 12,000 boxes of Guilty Gear every week.
No.
Oh man.
Playing for the love.
Yeah, well, most of us do play for the love of the game and to hang out with friends. Not gonna lie, there. That's a big plan B right there, is to hang out with people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, I mean, I have hit all my talking points for the night. Is there anything you would like else to discuss? You got anything?
For me?
Yeah, for tonight. You got anything? I know I just sprung this on you without telling you. I know. Okay.
Kind of crazy.
Do you? We have Tam's Guilty Gear tomorrow. We have all this Guilty Gear stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, UVS, hook us up with some Guilty Gear previews. Come on, give me and Rebby some Guilty Gear previews.
Rebby Lynn's been through a hard month, guys. Rebby Lynn needs a preview. Give me a preview.
It's like, I need more. Give it to me now.
Didn't even ask for a box this time.
Yeah.
I didn't even say a box
Hey,
this time. I
what's
said,
up?
please just give me a preview.
Yeah. Are you looking? Do you know any of the Guilty Gear characters at all? Or have you brushed up on any of them? Oh, okay, so you wouldn't know. I'm looking forward to this person or that person. Maybe we should have got Josh Moore on here. We could have schooled you a little bit on the Guilty Gear lore, but
oh god,
it's so deep and it's so convoluted. We don't really need that. No, not today. So
held in a chair by Josh Moore explaining Guilty Gear.
He's just gonna sit five inches away from your face and just tell you the entire thing. You cannot escape. So okay, so I got a question for you. So, so you're going. Let's just say you're going to a regional. Are you still playing Devil Jin?
Currently, yes.
Okay.
I think Devil Jin. We can alter Devil Jin to fix any issues going on.
Yeah.
We'll fix that. Driven by retribution issue. We'll we'll just switch killing the old ways. We could use killing the old ways to commit it.
Yep.
We can use incredible display to
cancel it.
deal with it, and deal with Heroes Uprising.
Correct. Yes. You also have Aerial Goblin Bolt to just seal it. So there you go.
Exactly.
You have your answers right there. The deck is unbeatable, everybody. Oh my God. No.
No one understands.
I mean,
no, I definitely play Devil Jin. I think he does it without it, right? I mean,
yeah, we talked about this too. Yeah, like Devil Jin, maybe the
guy finds it.
Yeah, like his offense is so potent that he doesn't really need it. But oh boy, when he hits it, it hurts. Like that sucks. Like that. It just sure you get 15/15 on moves. He's already pumping 1,000 damage already. So yeah, it's a very cool deck. It is very cool. Is it maddening? Yes. But it's very cool.
I got a message while we've been on stream.
Yeah.
It says, Rebby, I hope your pillow's always warm. I hope the shower takes a little longer to warm up. I hope you step on a Lego for this crime you committed against me. And the only reason is because I played Devil Jin.
Oh. I was like, speaking of pillows, I still have your couch pillows in my basement.
Oh my gosh, no! Well, that means we have to come back sometime, even though we're... Yeah.
I'll see you guys at Stark Dark. That's what I'm giving them to you. I'm passing them off at Stark Dark to you. Yeah.
You're right. I forgot that's in a month.
Yeah, it's like a month away. That's crazy. It's like there's so many UniVersus events like back to back to back to back to back. It's wild. It's wild.
And Chris won't be at Atlanta, which makes me sad.
No, I will not be. No, I can't. It's my wedding anniversary. I can't.
My first judging.
Really? Are you serious? It's your first judging?
Yeah, I'm judging.
Oh, that's super cool. Are you excited?
I'm excited but nervous. I'm definitely like gonna over obsessively read the handbook and be like, I know the answer, and have like a little guide packet.
One tip I have, if you're able to save a PDF on your phone of the rules, do that because it will be for quick reference. Because I use that at locals when I'm not streaming. That is. I have a quick reference guide on my phone. I can just search for it as a PDF, so it's just fast. And so, are you going to be a floor judge? Are you excited to be? Are you going to be more of on a side judge type, a side event type person? Or are you going to be doing? Do you know if you're going to be doing the main event or more side events?
I've been told floor/stream judge.
Oh no shit! Hell yeah!
I'm hoping stream judge. It'd be
Yeah.
really nice to focus
Mm-hmm.
on one really important match.
Sure. Yeah, that's true.
Everyone
Yeah. Because I see those guys who are judging, they have to like cover like 50 tables, and I'm just like, the stream judge has it easy. He just got to watch one game the
Got
entire.
one.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. Beginner friendly.
There
Give
you
me
go.
the stream judge.
Because yeah, I think I'm gonna steal that idea, and I'm gonna get Paul Casagrande on a Take 10 to talk about judging, to get mixing questions about judging, because I think I like that. I like that idea. I'm gonna steal some of you. I'm gonna steal a guest from you, and I'm gonna kind of change up a bit, because next week on Take 10 I have Jesse Cervini, and we're gonna talk about commentary. So like how he got into commentary, how can someone get into the commentary team, and like what kind of led into that. So I'm kind of excited for that. So other than
they
that,
need to hire Robbie Lynn.
I mean, yeah, I'm down. I mean, cool. I should hire like Tam too at the same time. Should hire both you guys. There you go. I approve.
Well, Tam's already a caster. I want to be a caster.
I know, but like,
too.
oh, you want to be a caster, not a judge. You don't want to wait. You want to be a caster, not a full-time judge.
Not a full-time judge.
Okay.
No, I want to expand my horizons and learn
Yeah.
a lot. But
Yeah.
man, I would love to commentate. That's
Okay.
why Tam keeps letting me sit with him and
Okay.
like, commentate events.
I do enjoy the watchbacks that you guys do. I do like that. I like watching that, because I like Tam's point of view on the game, and I appreciate like you guys, both of you have like similar like takes on things. Even though you're more of an aggressive player and he's kind of like the mid-range defensive player, even though he plays Pony, I can forgive him for that. So I can forgive him for playing Pony. But that character can be defensive too. So yeah.
It can, and he makes me think of the what ifs for everything. It makes me go, oh, well, I know how this will go. And it goes, actually, do I? And then I have to interpret the game as it goes and stop assuming. And it really creates great commentary afterward, after you're just not assuming anymore.
Yeah, true. Because, like, what do they say? They call that, like, the caster's curse, when you assume something's going to happen and it doesn't. She's a defensive character for real. Yeah, sure. Okay. She always has the block for everything. That's very true. And she has the correct zone for everything too, huh? That's coming from a Pony apologist too, by the way. So, Josh, you and your Pony. But yeah, like I'm super hyped. So like for like reveal season and just everything, I don't know, like it's like I was saying, like the lull is over. Like we're in reveal season, we're in new card season, everyone's brewing, everyone's excited. Like there's people popping off looking for Mari's warriors left and right because Soul Bad Guy's a warrior and he has the symbol. So better hoard your your regional promos from Louisville and charge $100,000 per copy. There you know what you got. You know what you got. So,
That's right. I wish I had any.
Oh. I only have 2. I'm gonna. Paul Butler has 4. That man's the richest man in UVS right now. He has 4 of them.
I donated a lot of my tickets to him, so I like to say I have custody over those.
I like it. You have partial ownership. You're part of like the investment group.
That's right.
I love it.
Marley's investment group.
So why, as we wrap up the episode, let people know where they can find you.
Yeah. I can be found anywhere that says it's anywhere that is Robbie Lynn online, mostly, especially on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky. Those are my main platforms as of right now.
Awesome.
And I do podcasts currently.
Yay, podcasts.
Nothing else as of the moment, but I do have some stuff brewed up that I am in a better place to actually film. So I'm really excited about that.
Awesome. So she's going to be having episode 3 out this Friday if she could get confirmation from Kevin. Kevin, confirm as soon as possible. I know you're not watching because you're at locals, so confirm as soon as possible. Marley's Bankers, yeah, that's true. It's Marley's Bankers now, not Marley's Warriors. But we're gonna go ahead and. Are you guys streaming tonight, Josh? Are you guys doing more Guilty Gear lore? Because I think we have to. We may be raiding you guys. Let's see here if I can find them. Where are they? You know what? I think we're going to go raid Snuggie. Nah, they're not. Okay, we're raiding Snuggie tonight.
Perfect.
Go say hi to Snuggie. Go tell them how awesome they did on their reveal today. So we love you all. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.
8 viewers, and we're raiding. We're
Woo!
raiding. Woo! We're raiding. Have fun, everyone. Bye.